Hi kids, so today I'm out in the workshop. I have a piece of maple wood here that I harvested about a year ago, and so it's nice and dry. And your mom told me when I offered to teach her how to shoot a bow and arrow, she told me that she wanted a bow of her own and for me to paint it green. So today I'm going to start turning this piece of wood into a bow for your mom. So I've got it cut to the length that I need. I'm not making it too big of a bow for your mom. And yeah, so we're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna split this log and make a stave, and we will make a bow for your mom. All right, kids, so now that I've got that log split in two, now I'm going to map out exactly how I want to have this bow, and I'm going to smooth out the top piece, or the belly side here, and going to clear off the bark or the sapwood, so that the back of the bow is nice and stable. And then once it's all done, be painting it green and sealing it for your mom. Okay, kids, so now you can see some of the lines that are marked on the wood there. So now I get to start taking off wood. And hopefully in the next couple of days, this will turn into a bow. Okay, kids, so I figured since I'm just about done prepping the majority of the wood, I'd let you know what tool I'm using. This is what I use. This is, if I'm not mistaken, it's about a 20-inch draw knife. It's a razor sharp blade, so do not be grabbing onto it when you're doing anything. Don't, because that's gonna be sharp. And I know your mother and I will have taught you about sharp things, but still, be careful. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is called stripping the sapwood, and that's just taking a knife and stripping off the bark, so that's a nice, smooth, clean back for the bow, because you want it to be nice and smooth when you draw the bow back, so that there's no cracking and no anything else. So we're going to get it nice and smooth, and hopefully this will be a good bow for your mom. So this is the current state of your bow. I know it does not look like a bow right now. Right now it's still a stave, and it's got a long way to go. But things are starting to come along, and hopefully with a couple days worth of work, it'll be a bow. And it'll be, when it's done, it'll be green and it'll be tailored to you. And yeah, I hope you really like it. I love you. Kids, so I'm currently making your mom's bow. The limbs are just about to shape, and then I have to start shaving the wood off of the belly side. And once I've done that, then this bow should be pretty much ready, aside from just painting it to the color that your mom wants, which she wanted green, which is her favorite color. And you kids should probably already know that, that your mom's favorite color is green. But yeah, so I will be painting this green, and there will be a flower that I inlay into the handle to make it extra special for her. And I'm really hoping to have this done by her birthday, which is next week. So, all right, I'm going to get back to work. See. Okay, kids, so your mom's bow is pretty much to shape. Now it's time to take all of this excess wood, because I'll probably be going down to about here. So about half of this wood has to come off. So that's what we're doing next. Here we go. Okay, kids, so even though your mom's bow is to shape, there is what we call a slight warp in the one end, which is kind of making the bow a little bit cockeyed, and I don't really want to have that happen, because if it happens, then we're going to have an issue. Because if we have a warp going down the bow, like you can see that the bow is lined up here, if it's warped and kind of cocked off to the side like that, the bow is not going to shoot the arrow straight. So what I got to do is take my handy dandy heat gun, and I have to apply heat to this end, and I just gently have to twist it. And that will help make this limb straighter again. And then it'll line up a lot better with the rest of the bow. And then once that's done, I can start doing what's called tillering. And yeah, then this bow will be functioning. Okay, so here's your mom's bow. It's just about done. It is getting so close. The limbs have now started to flex, so that's a good thing. And I've just started shaping the handle. I have to make it nice and comfortable for your mom's hand. And as you can see, this limb is a little weird, but this wood has quite the character. That every single stroke of my knife that I tried to correct, because there were a couple of issues on this side, every time I tried to correct them, it just kept going that way. But the limb is still sturdy and still good. So your mom's bow just has a lot of character to it. This limb's a little bit straighter and a little bit more uniform, but it'll still shoot just fine. And yeah, back to it. Gonna get this all done, and oh, this is gonna be, it's gonna be really fun to watch your mom use this for the first time. Okay, so your mom's bow is so close to done. The handle is pretty much shaped. The limbs are flexing. Now it's just to get it down to the right pound, or the right draw weight, which for your mom, given that she doesn't really have the same arm strength that I do, I'm going to make this about 20 pounds, because she cannot pull back my 50-pound bow. She was having a struggle to pull back a 30-pound bow, so I'm putting it at 20 just to make it good for her, so that she doesn't end up hurting herself. trying to draw it back, and she can have some fun. So yeah, we're so close to done. I can feel it. Can you feel it? Good. Okay, so I just finished putting these nocks into the ends of your mom's bow. So this is just about done. Now I'm going to do what's called exercising the limbs. So I'm exercising the limbs. And the reason why I'm doing that is to make sure that the limbs are going to be working in the way that they need to work. So now that I've exercised them a little bit and seen kind of where I need to take wood off, I'm going to take the tillering string that I have here off the bow for now. And I'm going to take some more wood off. Okay, so now I have a string on your mom's bow, which is very good. As you can see, the bow looks pretty even, which is what we like. We want to make sure that the limbs are flexing evenly. On this limb, it's a little stiff up at the top, so I'll remove a little bit there, and then a little bit right by the handle on both sides. But other than that, it's going really well, and your mom's bow is so close to being done that then I'm going to cut the arrow shelf in. I'm going to shoot it probably 50 or 60 times just myself. I'm going to make a new string for it to make sure that this is very good, and then I'm going to paint it. Okay, kids, so your mom's bow is finally done. I'm just trying to maneuver something here so I can let you see. Hopefully things are good enough that you can see me, see the target. Okay, so I've already sent probably about 40 arrows downrange off of your mom's bow because I needed to make sure that this bow was not going to explode in her face, because I want your mom to be safe when she's drawing this back. Now, draw back to about here. This is about where your mom's draw length is going to be. It's about 20 to 25 pound draw. It's not very heavy in comparison with what your dad normally uses. I normally use a 50-pound bow, so normally what I'm drawing back is double this, which is just fine for me, but I am actually quite glad that it's a lot less for your mom because she's not used to archery yet, and I don't want her to get hurt. So let me show you it being shot. Given that the cat stays out of the way, because she's right there, and she seems to think that the world is her oyster, and she's just about been shot a couple of times no matter how many times I try to get her away. So here we go. As you can see, it shoots just fine. So now I'm going to shoot it just a few more times to make sure, but I haven't heard any cracking. I haven't felt anything wrong with the bow. There's next to no string buzz, which is really, really good. Luckily, I had a string that actually fit the bow because it's a 54-inch bow for your mom, which is actually a lot like what your grandpa found for me at the garbage dump that he brought home and I fixed. So I had a string that I made for one of those that fit your mom's bow, and it is shooting absolutely perfect. The brace height is exactly where it needs to be, which is about the middle of my thumb is where it should be for your mom's bow anyways. For my big bow, it's a lot bigger. But yeah, so this is now just a little bit of final testing, and your mom's bow will be done today. I'm going to just test it a little bit more, then I'm going to sand it down one more time, make sure that it's all nice and smooth, and then I'm going to paint it for her. So yeah, anyway, this is all right, kids. Your mom's bow is completely and totally done. It's been painted and clear coated, and the only thing that I have really left is you can't really see your mom's initials, and there's a flower as well. I just have to take a knife and just carve those back out because they got covered by the paint. But otherwise, your mom's bow is completely done. It is completely ready for her birthday tomorrow. Hey kids, so this is going to be the next part of the video. So I'm making your mom some arrows to go with her bow, and I've just finished prepping the shafts. If you're wondering why there's a little bit of tape on the ends there, that's because when I make the nock, so the part that attaches to the string, the wood can actually split. So this tape is just to make sure that it doesn't. So I'm going to now make the nocks, and then I'm going to attach these with some Fletch fuse, which is basically super glue on steroids. And yeah, then your mom will have some working arrows, and she can test out her bow whenever she wants. So yep, that is what I'm doing. Okay, kids. So now I have all of the nocks cut into the shafts. So these are now fully prepped, and they are completely ready to be turned into arrows. So these ends I'm just going to sharpen to a practice point, and then I'm going to be putting the vanes, which even though they should be fletchings for a traditional bow, I'm using vanes because these are just practice arrows. Okay, so now that your mom's arrows have been fletched and they're ready to fly, now they must have points put on them. I must sharpen them. I must sharpen them, yes. They must be nice and sharp so that they stick in that target. Oh, your father is now high on paint. Well, not paint fumes, but super glue fumes. I love the smell of Fletch fuse in the morning. Yeah, I've officially lost it. Oh, talk to you in a bit after they're sharpened.